Okay, this is April the 17th of 2018. This video I'm going to do in English and in Slovenian language. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give just few words in Slovenian language for people to understand really what's going on, because there was all kinds of stuff I was promised. Ta video je v slovenskem in angleškem jeziku. Prvo samo nekaj uvodnih besed v slovenščini, potem pa še v angleščini, ker je bilo vse kakršnih debat, ko so me ugrabljali in izvajali nad mano nasilje, MK Ultra nasilje. Želel bi razčistiti enih takih par osnovnih stvari za gledalce, za ljudi, da bojo razumeli tako malo takih čisto osnovnih stvari, ker nikdar nisem še teh zadev razčistil. In bi samo želel omeniti, da moja mati v bistvu nima nobene izobrazbe skoraj. Moja mati, ne vem, če ima 8 razredov osnovne šole. Zna pisati, zna brati in zna menda tudi nekaj sešteti skupaj. To je pa popolnoma vse, kar je. Sam govorim 5 jezikov in skoraj 6. še celo ruščino. Imam srednjo izobrazbo. Sem strojni mehanik in strojni tehnik, in če bi seštel znanje, katerega sem si pridobil na področju psihologije in na področju drugih znanj, novinarstva in tako naprej, bi verjetno končal z morda 3 doktorati skupaj. Moj oče ni kaj dosti na boljšem. Je veliko boljš, naj bi imel srednjo izobrazbo, je veliko boljš, nekako seznanjen z drevjem, delal je v ribogojstvu, govori pa menda en jezik totalno, to je vse skupaj, srbo-hrvaško, poleg slovenščine, to je vse, kar je. Tako da, glede sosedov, vam bom povedal, gospod Kolenc tukaj, ne vem kakšno izobrazbo ima, mora ima 3-letno izobrazbo, če ima. In popolnoma identična situacija z gospodom Ulom tukaj. Gospod Miroslav Berger je advokat in njegova žena. Aleš Bergerjev, mislim, da je končal nekakšno, ne vem, za učitelja telesne vzgoje, nekakšno izobrazbo. Vse skupaj je mizerno glede teh ljudi. Laži, potikovanja, največja skrb oziroma največji problem pri celi stvari je pa slovenska policija, zaradi katere se vse skupaj je izvajalo in se izvaja. To se mi je zdelo nekako vredno omeniti, ker moja mati je lažnivec, moja mati je psihopat, moja mati je psihotični lažnivec, ne vem, kako bi to pravilno opisal. Moja mati gleda v obraz in laže in je dobila podporo slovenskih psihiatrov, psihiatrije, kakor same policije. Z očetom, ko sem pisal novice, sta redno odhajala. Če mi je bila kakšna novica taka pomembna, katero sem objavil, to sta samo črta, ker naenkrat se je samo garaža odprla in sta šla. Sta že dirkala. In kakor sem bil jaz, kakor je bilo meni rečeno, pod MK Ultra, ko so izvajali nad mano mučenja, je bila ta lokacija Eurošpina. Tudi mama sama mi je tako rekla, ker pri Eurošpinu je en psihiater, nedaleč od tam pa je policija, morda samo, ne vem, morda 100 metrov je kaj takega. Tako da to mi je bilo rečeno, ne vem, komu sta šla, ali sta šla temu gospodu tam, ali sta šla na policijo dobivati nove napotke in tako naprej, ker je bilo vse natančno tako, kot je bilo potem v programu MK Ultra, katerega namen pa je bilo seveda mene predstaviti svetu kot nekakšnega paranoida. Če pa bi bile druge stvari potrebne, bi pa jaz zginil na povelje Kremlina, na povelje Putina, s tem, da bi uperil prst v nekoga drugega, ki pri celi zadevi bil samo uporabljen za Putinove namene, dobesedno. Se pravi, so imeli več kot en scenarij lepo napravljen. Te zadeve sem hotel razčistiti. Moja mami se mi je predstavljala, mislim, to je tako bizarna cela stvar, tako nora, da tudi v filmu tega še nisem videl, takšnih stvari, čisto tako bom povedal. Med obiski teh psihiatrov in tako naprej, na psihiatriji v Ljubljani, kjer so me mučili in tako naprej, si je obnašalo do mene, rekel, ne samo pokroviteljsko, veste, ampak tako prav nekako materinsko zaskrbljeno, s tem, da laže v obraz. Tako da s takšnim človekom in dokazano, da laže v obraz tu je vsaka beseda, ki pride ven iz nje, v bistvu je laž. Tu se ni treba nič sekirati, če bi jo ujel, oziroma sem jo že ujel, ne vem kolikrat, in se lahko gledate na internetu oddajo, ker sem, mislim, da 6-urna oddaja, ki sem jo posvetil v njej, in to so bile laži, ne tiste male take laži, vsakodnevne, ampak so bile laži take, ki so me spravile dobesedno v norišnico noter. Ker ljudje začnejo enostavno povedano izdelovati, fabricirati nekakšne laži, na podlagi katerih potem sama država, katere te laži nekako porine v odspredje, tudi sugestirala mojim staršem, da glede na to, da se izvaja nad mano nasilje, ko sem bil otrok in ko sem rasel gor, so bo njim čez prste spregledalo in tako naprej, da morajo v tej zadevi sodelovati, da gre za druge stvari in tako naprej. To sem hotel nekako razčistiti. Se mi nekako ne zdi sprejemljivo, da teh stvari ne bi razčistil, ker zna izjemno dobro lagati, mislimo. Je res izurjena v laganju. Te ljudje govorijo v oči, lažejo, mislim, pred 5 minutami se je zgodilo, recimo, ti lahko nekaj naredi in ti pove, da tega ni naredila in tako naprej. Tako da bi človek tako gnusno laže, da bi človek skoraj da sam v sebe pomislil, da je nekaj s človekom narobe. Mislim, nažalost slovenska policija se s takšnim nasilniškim ravnanjem, ne bom rekel samo strinja, ampak dobesedno te stvari povzroča, dobesedno te stvari rine naprej. Glede Miroslava Bergerja bi želel nekaj besed omeniti. Gospod Miroslav Berger je bil v komunistični partiji in zaradi takšnih ljudi, kot je Miroslav Berger, sem jaz silno zasovražil komunistično partijo v preteklosti. Nekaj, za kar mi je izjemno žal, da sem se obrnil proti komunistični partiji, da sem nekaj začel sovražiti zaradi nekakšnih posameznikov, ki dejansko se je prikazalo v celi stvari, so, ne bom rekel samo tako koruptivni, podkupljivi, ampak tako zelo izjemno kriminalno naravnani. Omenil vam samo, da leta 1998, ko so me tukaj pripeljali, samo to bom omenil, je Miroslav Berger naredil tukaj velikanski halo. Prišel je k mojim staršem, ni se strinjal z Američani in tako naprej, k mojim staršem, in tudi men, samo jaz sem bil zdrogeran, napumpan z lažmi, vsekakršnimi lažmi, zdrogeran človek ne more povedati, kaj hoče ali noče, enostavno povedano. In zaradi tega gospod Miroslav Berger, advokat, tudi prišel k meni in je ne samo moje starše spraševal, je glasno govoril, kako bo šel, ne vem, na državni svet, na mestno občino, ne vem kaj, da bo te zadeve ustavil. Razen seveda, če bi jaz ne želel teh zadev ustaviti. Zdaj, moja mama je zrasla v revščini, v grozni revščini. Morda je tu malo olajševalna okoliščina. Hudo je bilo. Ni imela niti tudi za čevlje včasih je morala bosa hoditi, ko je bila majhna. So bili težki časi. Tako da jaz te laži, ki so jih Američani predstavili in slovenska vlada našim staršem, da je ta zadeva lahko šla naprej, so laži o koliko denarja, da bom jaz dobil in ne vem kaj, da bojo, ne vem. Glede tega, glede takšnih stvari je to nekako še morda sprejemljivo, bi bilo sprejemljivo, če se moja mama ne bi vpletla tudi v to, kar se je dogajalo recimo v zadnjih mesecih, ker je v bistvu postalo popolnoma očitno, da sosed tlele uporabljal mikrovalovno in rentgenske žarke, pištole in take igračke, bedaste, da dobesedno, kot sem opisal na svojih videih, da mislim, dobesedno me je hotel zmleti tukaj, dobesedno so me zmlevali tukaj. To je pa potem že drugačne vrste potem pogled na celotno stvar. Ne. Pa še druga stvar v imenu je bila psihiatrija in tako naprej. Zaradi njihovih laži so meni te ljudje uničili življenje, muke, katere sem pretrpel zaradi teh ljudi, se sploh povedati ne da. Če gremo nazaj k Bergerju, prišel k meni vprašati, v kakršnem stanju, katerega sem omenil, če se jaz z Američani strinjam in tako naprej, da bojo te zadeve naprej potekale. Veste, ko ste omamljeni in dejansko imate nož pod vratom, se strinjate se kamorkoli, še posebej, če ste mlad človek in če upate dejansko, da vam bo nekako iz tega dreka uspelo splavati. Takrat sem bil mlad človek, leta 98 sem bil že samo 20 let mlajši. To je bilo vse, kar sem bil. To pomeni, da sem bil, ne vem, 27 let star. Potem je Baraba posnel moj odgovor, menda. Menda sem mu celo še nekaj podpisal na papir, da se s tem strinjam. In naslednja stvar, ki je bila njegovo vpletenje proti meni, ki je dobesedno šlo v kar se je dogajalo zadnjih 6 mesecev skupaj z gospodom Danetom Kolencem, to je tem drugim sosedom. Zanimivo je to, da je ta Baraba Bergerjeva, govorimo o obeh, o Miroslavu Bergerju in Alešu Bergerju, očetu in sinu. Zanimiva stvar je ta, da je ta Baraba namigovala, da bo moj sosed Kolenc uporabljal zelo grd način proti meni, da ne bo šlo samo za mikrovalovko, ampak celo za rentgenske pištole. In da je v bistvu Baraba vedela za vse stvari, da je Baraba sodelovala pri tej celi stvari in da je Baraba, namesto da bi preprečila to stvar, nameravala celo, ne samo poleg, veste, dejstvo, da si je posnel zadevo in da je dobil moj podpis, če hočete moja privolitev, morda celo v te stvari, da si je Baraba, da bi mu bila to nekakšna olajševalna okoliščina v prihodnosti in tako naprej, da si je Baraba celo pridrževala nekakšno zaupanje v meni pod pretvezo drugih laži take, češ kakor da je bil on tisti, ki mi je ipak neki stvari omenil, kaj se bo z mano dogajalo. Oziroma stvari, katere bojo na meni izvajali. Jaz vam povem, da glede takšnih sosedov, kot so to, takšnih staršev, kot so to, očitno, da te ljudje niso za nikamor drugam kot zapor. To je popolnoma očitna stvar. Kdorkoli bi pač bil v moji situaciji, ne bi potreboval tako imenovanih sovražnikov, ker bolj učinkoviti od sosedov in vaše družine. Moj primer je mednaroden, vpleta vlado nemško, britansko, rusko, francosko, ameriško, Izrael in tako naprej. Tako da vsi te ljudje, ki so bili vpleteni v te zadeve, bi raje ostali kot recimo neutralni in zaradi tega se je to uporabljalo sosede in familijo. Je popolnoma logična stvar, zakaj se je tako cela stvar odvila v to smer. Je popolnoma razumljivo, ampak hotel sem reči, da s takšnimi sosedi, s takšno družino, nihče ne potrebuje tako imenovanih sovražnikov. Tega nihče ne potrebuje. In bom rekel, še posebna hvala slovenski policiji, ker jih je ščitila. Čisto tako bom povedal pri celi stvari. Ker jih je ščitila pri celotni zadevi in ker jih ščiti pri celotni zadevi. Ker ni obravnavala postopka, ampak ga je enostavno povedano zavlačevala, namenoma zato, da bi se te stvari lahko odvijale. V bistvu zadevo, s katero je bila dobra seznanjena, da se bo zgodila. Samo to bom povedal v slovenskem jeziku. Now, zdaj bom pa povedal isto v angleškem jeziku, to je vse za ta video. What I wanted to mention in this very video, is just the fact that first of all, that my mother, she acted like a patron, like some kind of educated person, like person who could relate to myself as a son, someone who is concerned for me and is even educated. That's what approach was, her approach in my face when I was subjected to field of psychiatry, torture. She doesn't have any education. She barely have maybe 8 grades of elementary school. Barely know how to write, read, and can probably calculate few numbers, and that's about it as far as her education. I just want to clarify these things, okay? I almost speak 6th language, Russian, almost. I got to go back and study some more. Wonderful thing about me is I almost read once, twice I go over a certain word and I memorize it like this. This is a wonderful world about my head. And so the stuff that I learned in Belarus, I almost didn't have time to learn any. I still have in my head the Russian language. That will be the 6th language. What I want to say is that, and I am mechanic, industrial mechanic, and a mechanical engineering technician, and if I would go and I would gather, all the knowledge that I managed to gather through the research, through the work, probably would end up, including the field of psychology, maybe with 3 doctor titles, I would say. And so it's almost no different situation with my father. My father speaks one foreign language, that's a Serbo-Croat language. That's all there is. And when it comes to neighbor, Don Nicolenz is almost the same thing. The same thing almost with Andrei Ul, who broke my car and stuff like this. The exceptions here are Berger. Berger is well educated. Miroslav Berger and his wife are lawyers, and son is actually has got like a higher education for teaching in the school, Fiskultura, gym, exercise. It's also a video about him. That's why there's few words about all this case. I say this, so the people are not going to be confused, mistaken about it. Miroslav Berger, in 1998, when I was brought here from Miami, in Novo Mesto, he made a tremendous, if this is not supposed to happen, do you agree with this? Do you agree with this? Do you agree to my parents and to me? And he did not fail to mention how much money because of this MK Ultras, how much money these people have offered me, that is going to be this and that, but that he can still go here to the local office here in Novo Mesto and, I don't know, in Ljubljana, in the parliament, and stop all this stuff and so on, that he can do these things, but he will not if I don't want, and so on. And so he insisted till he got from me some sort of verbal confirmation that I actually want these things to go on, and probably even a signature. And the next thing, that's pretty much what you get from the person that is being drugged up in the hands of CIA, or if you want KGB, whatever. pretty much means that you have a knife under your throat, if you agree with me. I don't know how many times I was threatened with death if I would not cooperate in this matter by the CIA. And here in Slovenia, by Slovenian authorities. I have no clue how many times I was subjected, literally. They got hands on me like this and choke me and stuff like this. Okay? So now you have a choice. You can go on and you can agree with it. You can live double life, or something else can happen. So I just want to say this, that the next thing this good neighbor Berger as he is, he got involved in this, that went way beyond somebody, some good kind of neighbor, and he started to get, he became like a political tour boy for all these people here, and the politicians provided lodging for them, and so did other neighbors here. The next thing you get, he got involved into the stuff right here with Donna Kolenz, with another neighbor here, and that concerned the last 6 months, during which directed energy weapons were used. And his world of lies, you know, doesn't end. Is the kind of individual that is using the circumstances, the struggle of individual, person like myself, to literally condition sanity to this victim with lies like, you know, on how he's going to be the one saving me in the end. Like he's going to be the one, he's going to go and witness against this neighbor. Or he even came up on how, beside the microwaving, on how he find out that the neighbor is going to be using the X-ray gun and stuff like this. Basically, that shit kills you. Stuff like this. That he's going to help me out and stuff like this. And, you know, people that are subjected to this type of abuse, more likely than not, would mentally break. And, you know, would start to believe in, you know, that there is some sort of help out there. Somebody's going to come and is going to help you out. Well, luckily for me, I didn't. And luckily for me, very soon after this started, from the beginning, I kind of thought that this would be actually possible. I realized that the guy is a total maniac, is a total psychopath, is a total abuser. This individual is violent and is addicted to abuse, to the physical, psychological abuse. Was also warned about this individual. Now look, I don't give them any positive attribute. I don't give any positive attribute to Americans. You know, I am American citizen, and I am in this situation because some people that were involved in this thing here, American, Bush, Trump, the highest politician, highest ranking politician in the US, have totally violated the US Constitution and international laws and everything in respect to torture. And I'm a US citizen, so I'm not trying to, you know, defend them in any way. Somebody like, let's say, Schwarzenegger, you know, who expressed, you know, sorry, you know, but, you know, there's nothing we can do for you, you know, this is just the way things are. I'm not trying to, you know, defend anybody, you know, but these people did warn me about this individual, that he became, and he was under MK Ultra, he became addicted to the use of violence on me, psychiatry. Berger was addicted to it. So no wonder in 2012 he sent psychiatrist Sveto Gradischer, who very next day have hospitalized me. Then he had another individual, another criminal here, that's a basically state prosecutor, whose name is Bojan Albar. This individual and Miroslav Berger together have built a totally criminal case against me. Now you have two lawyers, and you have a bunch of other lawyers that were doing nothing here but contemplating how basically are going to murder me. Murder me, you know, it doesn't have to be exactly murdered on the spot like this. It doesn't even have to be a cancer, something like this that could very likely, or tumor or whatever, could appear to me because of, as a result of the use of these directed energy weapons. It's just enough to portray you as a paranoid lunatic through MK Ultra program, and you end up in mental asylum because of the people like this. So this is just the stuff that I want to clarify for people to understand precisely on who and what these people are. So the last thing that I want to say is that with a family and with a friends like this, you don't need no enemies, because the worst enemy that you possibly can have are your family and your neighbors. And because of the international involvement in this very case, because you have a Russian government, you have Israel, you have Germany, and you have Britain, France, and US, and so on and so forth. Because of this stuff, it's totally irrational, it's totally logical. You know, I thought about it. What are you going to use to destroy an individual like this? Of course you're going to use your family, you're going to use your neighbors. I mean, it's totally evident what is it you are going to use. Because this is the way to do it, right? I mean, this is the only way. How else can you do it? If they would have used third party, Kremlin did. Kremlin attempted to use two options. One was he used Israel like a boogeyman, like somebody going after me, chop chop, chasing me around, and so on and so forth. Which was the case. I am kind of a sympathetic to Benjamin Netanyahu. I kind of feel I a little bit have regrets for this guy. I feel sorry for him. I'm sorry about it. But more than anything, I feel sorry for myself because, you know, I did some really terrific, horrific stuff that I regret against the Jewish people with whom I really have nothing to do with. You know, using a neo-Nazis and somebody that is Prime Minister of the Israel for stupidity like this is just totally wrong thing to do. To incite in an individual, in a victim, totally wrong feelings, and use those feelings basically to destroy the individual, which I really harmed myself because of the views which I had. I totally, you know, I regret. If there was a question, if there is something that I have done bad, or somebody once from the US, Mark was his name, suggested me it's going to be a question, what I did to this world, more good or more bad. I'm going to say precisely, Mark, what I did was really good, probably was the best, whatever anybody have ever done it. What I did was good, but what I did bad was because of you. So I'm just going to put it and leave it this way. My intentions were not to hurt people. My intentions always were to help people. Unfortunately, that I was used, you know, by the wrong people for the wrong things. And so they had two scenarios, basically. One was to use, you know, Israel as a boogeyman, and another one, you know, basically if I would probably continue, you know, to do what I did, and for this to stop, for me stopping that stuff, I really have to thank one person too. I'm really deeply grateful to her for that, and will always be. If I would probably continue with the stuff like this, who knows what would have happened. They could have done something bad to me here and say, oh, you know, Israel did or whatever. Israel is guilty for everything anyways. And, you know, it could be some other scenario also that will be used, which police have worked, and my family, along with my family, or I should say through my family and my neighbors, you know, basically portray me as some kind of paranoid, somebody who sees things that don't exist. So this is the stuff that I just wanted to clarify about who is what, why, and this game. Of course, everything was done on behalf of Kremlin, on Vladimir Putin, to protect his ass, which is really pathetic. I mean, I have not seen any pathetic individual as Vladimir Putin. I will remember him the best by his words. Did not only affect me, but have also attacked other people from Eastern Europe over whom he have command. He could not command about other parties, Americans, let's say, who came to assist, or Dutch, or Germans, or French who were involved in this case. But he did command over people that were involved with Eastern Europe, Okay, the Americans, others, they would not allow him to have a word. When it came to other people, he also tried. But in respect to the Eastern Europe people, parties that were involved, like myself in this stuff, I'm just gonna finish with his quote. If they cannot have life, if I cannot, if I have to work, okay, if I have to work, listen to this, if I have to work, they can also not have life till the job is finished. Job finished means get Ukraine and Baltic states through the neo-Nazi global deal. That's basically all there is. So that pretty much explains that work is a difficulty to him. For one thing, it pretty much explains that the guy is a lunatic, a sadistic maniac is what he is. And if you read my website, news site, you can also realize that the guy is heavily paranoid. I just am surprised that Kremlin is using a politician like this that was also seen as such in a circle of the highest ranking politicians from other countries. Okay, so that's basically all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching this video. Najlepša hvala za ogled tega videa. Do naslednjič, nasvidenje. Goodbye, bye bye.